the Italian city that spent 300 years preparing for a war that never came. They built these walls expecting the worst and then spent centuries listening for it. Lucca's walls weren't built in response to an attack. They were built in anticipation of one. Construction began in 1504 at a moment when Italy was being torn apart by shifting alliances, mercenary armies, and the rise of gunpowder warfare. Cannons had rendered medieval stone walls useless almost overnight. Cities that failed to adapt were breached, occupied, or just erased. Lucca chose a slower, more deliberate path. Instead of panic building, the city committed to a long-term defensive strategy that would take more than a century to complete. These walls weren't designed to look impressive, although they do. They were designed to absorb impact. Packed earth rather than hollow stone, wide ramparts built to withstand artillery fire rather than collapse underneath it. By the mid-17th century, Lucca had constructed one of the most advanced defense systems in Europe, a continuous ring of bastions calculated with mathematical precision, every approach planned for, and yet the war these walls were built for never came. While neighboring cities were invaded, occupied, or reshaped by force, Lucca remained independent, neutral, careful, watching. That constant readiness created a very particular kind of pressure. Historical records show that guards were posted nightly along these walls for generations. Gates were closed at dusk and opened again at dawn. Anyone arriving late was locked out, and anyone inside stayed inside. False alarms were common, distant noises mistaken for troop movement, shadows along the ramparts reported as approaching soldiers, messengers sent into the countryside only to return with nothing to report. This is where folklore begins to form, not from battle or bloodshed, but from anticipation. Imagine standing watch here in the 1600s. No electric light, no city noise beyond the walls, just wind, trees, and the knowledge that if an army came, you would be the first to see it. People began to speak of footsteps that didn't belong to anyone, of sounds traveling along the earthworks without a clear source, of the strange way the walls seemed to amplify silence rather than break it. Lucca became a city trained to expect catastrophe, and when catastrophe never arrived, that tension didn't disappear. It settled into routine. Even into the 1700s, long after the military threat had faded, the rituals continued. The patrol routes remained unchanged. The habit of looking outward before feeling safe inward endured. And if you walk them today, especially early in the morning or late in the evening, you can still feel it. Not fear, not haunting, just readiness. A structure built to hold a moment that never arrived. A city that prepared for disaster learned how to wait instead. If you like this video, please hit like, please leave a nice comment, and please subscribe to our channel for more videos just like this one.